A couple of days ago, I had a complete meltdown. I haven't had such a massive tantrum in a very long time. I feel like I'm being attacked on all sides by observer issues lately. So many little things. I won't even go into all of them. I'm just going to talk about the major things. And the one thing that just sent me over the edge. I was doing my best to stay calm and to maintain a positive attitude, but this one thing happened that just sent me over the edge and I completely lost it. So this week I've had an unexpected forced vacation. I can't work this week. Last Friday they put out all these signs on our alley that said through traffic was going to be limited and don't park here or you could get towed away because they're going to do some kind of construction. And there's all these marks on the ground, on the concrete. You can see they're going to come in and do some work, but I didn't know what it was. There's often construction work in the alley, and it usually just works out. I have a massage therapy business here, and sometimes there's chaos in the alley, but one way or another, it just works out. So I thought maybe it'll be something like that. But this just looked a lot more extensive than anything I'd experienced in the past. And it wasn't until the day that they showed up that I could finally ask them, what exactly are you going to do? What is the extent of this project? What are the details? I need to know this information because I have a business here. Potentially, I need to block off my scheduling calendar if it's going to be too loud or too chaotic for people to come here. So very last minute, I got the information. On Monday, I already had a client booked in, and it was for a 2-hour massage. I texted him ahead of time. I just talked to the construction guys. It's going to be crazy here. You can't park here. It might be really loud. We can reschedule if you want, but if you want to still come in, that's fine too. And that guy came in and he was totally fine. 2-hour massage, and they were cutting concrete outside of my door, like 5 yards away from my door. So it was really, really loud. And it was driving me crazy while I was working, like rattling my brain. But the client was fine. He actually fell asleep because it's just like a humming kind of screeching sound when you cut concrete, but at least it's continuous. And so he was fine. But I really felt like after talking to the construction guys, I need to block off my calendar for the week because it's just not a relaxing atmosphere. I blocked the calendar off. I especially didn't want new clients to come here because I don't want this to be their first experience coming to visit me with all this chaos and noise and no parking. So I ended up making like $200 this week, which is really stressful for me because I only made $2,000 last month. And so to start the month out this way is just incredibly stressful for me. And it turns out they're not done. They're coming back next week. I talked to the construction guy who was very nice, very apologetic. I'm so sorry this is happening to you. Really trying to cooperate with me and do anything he could to make it easier. He was very nice, but he explained to me that this work will probably not be finished until next Friday. I have this weekend off, Saturday and Sunday, when I can work and they won't be here. But unfortunately, so far, nobody has booked. And so this could end up being like 14 days of no work because of this construction. So that's a huge observer nightmare. That's like a worst case scenario kind of thing. Anytime there's construction out here in the alley, I jump to the worst case scenario and it looks something like this. But in all of the years that I've been here, this hasn't actually happened until now. This is the worst case scenario. 2 weeks, unable to work because of chaos and construction. But that's not even the thing that sent me over the edge. I need to get my car out of the way because it's like right just inches from where the big machinery is, where they're working in the alley, like where I would park in my parking space. So the best thing to do is to just get the car out of the alley and park on the street somewhere in the neighborhood so that I'm just out of their way and I don't have to deal with it. If I need to jump in my car and go to the grocery store, I don't need them to move their big machines so I can back out to do that. So I just park it on the street. It's a typical neighborhood, tons of parking everywhere. All kinds of people have driveways, but a lot of people also park on the street and it's fine. There's plenty of room. So I moved my car and parked it elsewhere. And my car was there for about 2.5 days. So on that third day, I thought I should walk over and check on it and probably move it because sometimes people get annoyed if you park in one space. They feel like you've just abandoned your car there. So where I had parked it was on a side street. It's a non-busy street. It's like on the side of someone's house. It's not like on a street facing the front doors. It was just like on the street beside someone's backyard fence. And I was literally the only car parked there. The whole street was free, and I was just parked in this one space. Well, I went to check on my car and move it to a different location just in case it's annoying someone. And there was a citation sticker on my window. And it was just a warning. It just said, hey, move your car within 5 days or we will tow it. I don't owe them any money. I'm not in trouble. I just need to move my car. So I'm like, cool, fine. I will move my car. No big deal. That's why I'm coming over here to check on it anyway. So it's not a problem. So I get in my car to repark it. And I realize the citation sticker, about this big, is right in front of my face. So the parking officer decided that the best place to put this huge ass sticker was right in the visual field of the driver, which is the absolute dumbest place to put it. And that is what set me over the edge, because they could have put it on the passenger side. They could have put it on the back side window on the driver's side, still just as visible, but not right in front of my face. How the fuck am I supposed to move my car if I can't see out the windshield? This is a safety issue. City officers are supposed to be stewards of public safety, and this is not safe. And it's just stupid. Who is that dumb? And is this the city's policy? Do they always put it right there? Or was it just one stupid officer that decided that was a good place to put it? So I completely lost it. My partner came home and I was throwing the biggest tantrum. He's never seen me like that. It practically took a straitjacket to contain me. I was insane with anger. And I posted about this on social media with a picture of how big the sticker was and where it was right in front of my face. And people didn't get it. All of these helpful people were trying to explain to me how to clean the adhesive off of my windshield. I had to scrape the sticker off with a razor, like a window scraper razor, but then it leaves all this adhesive. And everyone was trying to explain to me how to get that off. And that is not the fucking point. I know how to get it off. There are a number of solvents that can be used that I actually have in my house that I could clean it off with. You can use 99% isopropyl. You could use acetone. You could use a citrus-based solvent. I know how to clean stickers off of windows. That's not the point. The point is, what if somebody didn't? What if they didn't have 99% alcohol? Then they would have to drive to the store with this bullshit on their window to go buy some alcohol, which maybe they couldn't even afford because they weren't able to work this week. And it's like just the principle of it. They didn't have to put it right there. There are so many horrible, terrible things that can happen in life that you have no control over, like construction outside of your front door, not being able to work for a week, people dying, cancer, flooding, all kinds of things that are unexpected and you have no control over them, but you can have control over the placement of a sticker, and the city should know that that's a dumb place to put it. So I should have checked on my car sooner. My fault. You're not supposed to leave a vehicle parked in the same place on the street for more than 48 hours. The official violation is called storage of vehicle on the street. Everybody does it. But in order to get a violation sticker, it has to be because someone called in and complained. And it even says that on the ticket, the cause for the violation, it says complaint. It means that a bored neighbor with nothing else to do called the city and complained about my vehicle because it had been there for more than 2 days. But I swear it was not inconveniencing anyone. There's nobody else on this street. It was parked close to a house. I'm guessing it was this guy who called. A friend of ours was walking his dog by this guy's house one time. The guy came out of his house and said, "Your dog better not shit in my lawn." And our friend was like, "Here's the dog shit right here in the bag." Like, nobody's shitting on this guy's yard. I'm thinking it was that guy because he just fits the profile of someone who would, okay, it's been 48 hours. I'm calling the city and complaining about this vehicle. Whatever. I shouldn't have left it there. My fault. But also, the city should not put stickers on the driver's side of the windshield. It makes no sense. It's completely illogical to put it right there. So it's been a couple days and I'm still mad about it, and I'm not going to let it go because I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to know, is it the city's policy to put it there? Is that where they're trained to put the sticker? Or was it just like one stupid officer who was in a bad mood or just an idiot who decided that that was a good place to put it? I just want to know. And I want to voice my opinion that stickers should not be put there because they shouldn't, obviously. I looked up the city of Eugene on Facebook and I sent them a message in Messenger, and they actually got back to me right away, which was amazing. So in the message that I sent on Messenger, I said, to the idiot who put a citation sticker on the driver's side window of my vehicle, I hope you get a paper cut from a jury summons. And then, seriously, is it the city's policy to put these stickers on the driver's side right in the visual field? Or was it just this one officer that did that? If it is the city's policy, I would like to voice my concerns that that is a dumb place to put it. And if it was just this one officer, could you please tell them not to do that? And whoever was on the other end of Messenger was very nice, very helpful. And they asked if they could have more details about the citation, like what street was it. And so I just sent them a screenshot of the ticket, has all the information, my license plate number, the street it was parked on, the name of the officer that put the sticker there. And they said they would look into it and get back to me. And I said, thank you. Just to be clear, I'm not annoyed about the citation. I understand why I got that, and I've moved my car. I'm just concerned about the placement of the sticker. I would like to know if it's the city's policy to do it that way, or if it was just this one guy. And either way, could you pass that concern along? So that made me feel a little bit better, because there's a lot of things I don't have control over, but at least I could speak up about that and say like, hey, this is stupid. I mean, it is, obviously. I think everyone would agree that it's dumb. I think, though, that most of the people that I've talked to don't understand why I'm so upset about it. But it's just a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of stress, and this is something that didn't have to happen. That's totally controllable. It shouldn't have been done that way. And so I just want to voice my opinion about it. I mean, I can't cure cancer or solve global warming, but this one little thing, maybe we could make it better. So yeah, I don't know if that sounds crazy. The thing that I've gotten the most upset about in a decade is a sticker on my windshield, and I didn't even owe any money. I was just pissed off about the placement of the sticker. So anyway, it's been a great week. I don't know. That's all I have to say about that.